Have you ever posted something on social media and then come back 5 minutes later to see if anybody had liked it or commented on it? Getting crickets on your posts is never going to be an issue for you ever again after today's episode. First, I'm going to tell you why people aren't interacting with your posts right now. Secondly, I'm going to tell you exactly how to create scroll-stopping posts. Lastly, I'm going to tell you the exact phrases to use to get people to like and comment on your posts. There are 3 reasons why people won't interact with your post. I'm a little bit slow to adapt to technology, and when DVR came out, he was super excited about it because he figured that he could watch the sports games that he liked. He could rewind it and watch plays that he wanted to see again, or if he got interrupted, it was going to be no big deal because he wouldn't miss out on anything. I thought he was nuts. I couldn't figure out why you'd want to record programs. If you wanted to watch TV, you could just watch TV when you wanted to watch TV. Well, truth be told, we got the DVR. My husband uses it about never, and I use it daily. I love to record the shows that I like and then fast forward through the boring parts of the show and definitely through the commercials. I don't like watching commercials. I like to take that hour show and make it like 45 minutes so I can just watch it and be done. I don't like wasting my time during the commercials, so I fast forward through them. When you're writing posts that say, come buy my product, here I am with my product, here's my company, come join me, do you want to buy my product? You're like that really annoying commercial on TV. It comes across as spammy. It comes across as salesy. People are looking at you going, well, of course she wants me to buy her product. It makes her money. It's not interesting for the other person. It's all about what's in it for you and not about what's in it for the other person. And so it comes across as really ingenuine and really insincere. And people will block you. They'll unfollow you. And in the worst case scenario, they'll even report you to Facebook as being spammy. And you could lose your entire account. The second reason that people aren't interacting with you is that it's not relevant to them. I was in Texas one year during a very, very bad ice storms. And I've never been in an ice storm before. For those of you that have been, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that have not, with this ice storm, we got snow, but then it froze. And so there were actually icicles dripping off of every single tree, and every single bush and blade of grass was just straight ice. It looked like a grass popsicle. And I'd never been in anything like that before, but it shut down the entire city. Nobody could go anywhere. Lots of people lost water. Lots of people lost electricity. We were really lucky because we had electricity, but we didn't have water for an entire week while the storm was going on, because the water plant had had problems and all of their pipes had frozen. And this was not localized to a small area. This was like all of the Austin, Texas area. People were struggling. You couldn't get gas. You couldn't heat your house. You didn't have water for basic necessities. And in the midst of all of this, there was a local politician that took his girls and went on a trip to Mexico, an impromptu trip to Mexico at that. When he got to Mexico, of course, the reporters found him and they're like, what are you doing here? And the politician realized his mistake. And so he left his girls there and flew back to Austin. And the only thing that he had to say about that whole debacle was, well, my kids were cold because we didn't have heat. And we were dying for a shower because we didn't have water. And so the girls asked if they could go on a vacation. And of course I said yes. What dad wouldn't say yes? So we bought the tickets and we went to Mexico. He was out of touch. It was not relatable to the people in Austin at all. Yes, of course people in Austin would have loved to buy a plane ticket to an exotic destination where they'd have water and food and electricity. But for the majority of the people in Austin, that was not a reality. They couldn't just do that. They were stuck and forced to deal with the situation as it is. If people are not commenting on your posts, it could be that you're not making it relatable to them. You're not posting about things that are of interest to them. You're not making it relatable to them. Look at your audience. What things are they interested in? What things are you interested in? Make content that is going to be of interest to your audience. That is also something that you're interested and passionate in, and people will start to interact with it. The third reason why people might not be interacting with your content is because it's just flat out boring. Nobody likes reruns. Have you ever watched that show and you're like, I've seen this one like 20 times. I know the ending. I can repeat it in my sleep. It is so boring. They want something that's going to be exciting and new and fresh and interesting. People's attention spans are about 8 seconds long. So if you're always posting the same exact kind of post, people are going to tune you out. They're going to ignore it. If it looks like everybody else's post, people are just going to scroll on by. Does your content look like everybody else's and is just a boring rerun? Or does your content stand out and make people stop in their tracks? Would you like help creating content that stands out and gets likes and people reaching out to you to know more about your network marketing team? If so, click on the link below to join the next round of the Social Media Blitz, where we're going to create 30 days of customized posts for your social media. The best way to get people to interact with your posts is to ask them. Make sure that you watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to actually give you exact phrases that you can use to get people to interact. People love to share their opinions online and offline. If you want to get more interaction, create easy ways for people to interact with you. One of the ways that you can do that is through engagement questions. Ask people their opinion. People love to share their opinion. Make these questions really easy for them to answer. Like, for example, do you like broccoli or cauliflower better? Are you a morning person or a night person? When you ask these questions that are really easy for people to answer, they'll interact because it's easy for them and it's fun, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of the day. And they'll love you for it because they get to share their opinion with you. Even if it's a trivial matter like, do you like broccoli or cauliflower? It's also a way for you to get to know them better, and it's going to create a relationship. And as you get to know them better and you create a relationship, they're going to have more incentive and they're going to be more excited and much more likely to interact with your posts. Some of the ways that you can create this interaction is just through straight up asking those engagement questions. The other way to do it is to make it a poll. So you can ask that same question, broccoli or cauliflower, but instead make it a poll. Which one do you like better? A, cauliflower, B, broccoli. You can also do it as pictures. Which one do you like best? Have a picture of broccoli and have a picture of cauliflower. This gets them interacting. This gets them excited about your profile. It's also going to help you with the Facebook algorithm, because as people start to comment on your post, Facebook is going to see your post as valuable and entertainment, and they're going to show it to more and more of your friends because they know that it's good content. So your post is going to be shown to more and more and more people. And those people that have commented on that really interactive post are also going to see your other posts as well. So it's a win-win all the way around. Let me know in the comments, what's your best tip for getting interaction on your posts? Have you ever looked at a post on Facebook and read the whole thing and not commented and not liked it, even though you read it, even though you enjoyed it, but you read it and just kind of scrolled on by? If you want more interaction on your posts, you got to ask them. Now, warning, if you flat out say comment on this or give it a thumbs up or share this with a friend, Facebook doesn't like that. And they won't show your posts to very many people because you used the wrong phrases. Instead of saying like this post, you can use the phrase raise your hand if you agree, or anybody else like this? Instead of saying share this content, you can use the phrase who do you know that needs to hear this? And you can encourage comments by saying, what do you think about this? These kind of phrases automatically tell your audience what action you want them to take on your post, whether it's to share it, like it, or comment on it. If you haven't done so already, click on that link below and come join the next round of the Social Media Blitz. Also, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of the awesome tips for growing your network marketing business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.